Hello, this is HomicidalVisions, and I'll bring you the second episode of One Shot, One Kill, while we'll be talking about snipers on Seatown. Okay, to start off this tutorial, I'll be talking about the spawns that the enemies start from and where they spawn after the start of the game. The first spawn is right here. This is where they start off to spawn, right in that area. If they are on inner circle, or right here if they are on SAS. And most people, when they spawn, they're going to be rushing to this building right here. Not in that exact line, just they're going to be rushing to that building. So what you want to do is the most common routes for those buildings are from each spawn right here, right here, and right here. I'm gonna start deleting these lines just because it's getting a little messy. So from the spawns, they have three lines right here. Just to recap, right here through the dumpster, and they can go down here through the house, and then either to the dumpster or to downstairs. So as you can see, almost all of them run past this choke point right here. And there's a whole entire spawn point later in the game where there's one right here. There's a couple over here. There's one in this corner right here. And as you can see, to get to this building, they all have to run around this area right here. I'm gonna think of that. You have to run around this area right here. So this is the area that you have to cut off right here. So one of the best ways to do that is you can either hide back here. You could go over here, but that would be, they'd probably see you unless you have a suppressor, so I wouldn't suggest going over there. So you can go right here, right there, or right there to take out the guys going to this building from there. Because it's hard to control the building with a sniper because it's all close range, and unless you're using an ACOG or something, which isn't really sniping, if you're just running around with an ACOG, then it's not going to work well. Okay. Now on to the next spawn. The next spawn is right here. And their routes to getting to the big building, which almost everyone is attracted to, there might be like one or two people going over here, but the majority of the people will be rushing to this building, and this is the area that you want to suppress. Now, the first route, and one of the most used routes, is going up here, and then up here, and then up the ladder to building. Now, there is a couple ways to do this. You can go up into this building right here, and you can snipe anyone coming through that door. Sorry for my amazing circle drawing. I'm just not that artistic with a mouse. And then you can go up around this watering hole because you can head glitch off of it, and you can see over here as they cut across this point right here. But it's not as good as this spot because you can get an aerial vision and you can see people going through the doors. You can kill anyone that's head glitching off the two windows right here and here. And now there's another entrance they can go to the house, which is they go through this bridge and then across here. Now this is probably one of the most difficult spots to snipe, mainly due to there's a huge wall here that they can barely see, and you have a small window to kill them. There's a small window that's repeatedly from each other getting farther away. There's I think 5 windows right here, and you only get like a second to see them if they're running. So you get a small chance to see them if you're like over here trying to snipe them. So when you're trying to kill the people that are going across here, maybe you can head glitch off this right here. You can see them go across here, but still you have that small frame of killing the person because you'd only see them from like right here to right there. That's pretty much the only time you see them. You have to shoot them in that distance. and you want a longer time to shoot the person. You need to aim for newer players that can't take the shot right away. And so that's it from those spawns, and now I will continue showing you spots that can help you control these routes to this building right here in the best way possible, and also controlling other routes. Like in demolition, this route right here is very popular due to there being a bomb site right there. Oh wow, look at that circle. And then also this spot right here becomes even more popular because there's a bomb site right here and almost everyone is rushing to it. And on defense, this spot right here that I was talking about earlier that wasn't very good becomes a lot more popular because you can see that down this alleyway and the enemies are going to be rushing from up here, which isn't very common. Okay, and now on to these spots to help you control these areas. Okay, now our first spot right here is you just jump over this little thing from the SAS spawn, and then you crouch in this corner. Crouching isn't as good as laying prone. I crouch right here just to show how much sway there is. As you can see, there's actually a lot of sway compared to the laying prone. As I lay prone here in a minute, I lay prone, and look how much less sway there is. I'm not even holding my breath, and it's like holding your breath on crouch or stand. That's just a tip. You can see all the way down this alleyway to that spawn point as I'm showing you, because there's people that spawn right where I'm looking at. And then you can see anyone crossing over to the little staircase where they go up to the bridge. And you could also look up to that bridge and kill anyone running to the house. There's not that many opportunities to use this place unless the house is very busy and you have a suppressor on. So because if you do not have a suppressor on, they will see you. As you can see, if you crouch, it doesn't work very well. And now this is what the person looks like from your point of view. Like, I couldn't even see him until I got like right there. That's when I can see him. If you back up, you can still sort of see them. If they're switching their weapons, they're almost invisible. So if somebody starts to come by you, start switching your weapons, because you will just you'll blend into the wall, into the boat very, very well when laying prone. You can't even see the person. It just looks like another part of the boat. The weapon, it kind of looks like a little raft. Okay, now as you can see, that's what it looks like when it kills them. And then the next spot is you want to go into this little house. And you can jump down from this spot onto this crate right there, or you can go around here, and you can jump off here and aim for the barrel because it's the easier way to jump so you don't miss it. And you can lay prone and look down this crack right here, and then you can kill anyone rounding that corner. That's a very high traffic area because there's a spawn point back there. As you can see, you can kill anyone coming through the door that plans on going around there. And the next thing that you can do with this spot is you can go to the left side and you can go on this little barrel, and then you can kill anyone coming through the spawn point of the double doors. Those are two major spawn points that you have access to, and you can pretty much, they can't see your body very well. As I'm about to show, right, there's a spawn point right there. There's a spawn point right there, and you can control both of them from one spot, and you are almost invisible to the enemy. And you can just quick scope, and I don't know, you can just hard scope if you want. And right now there's someone at the spot that I was showing you. You can't even see him at all. Even when looking down your sights, like if you quickly look down the sights, I guess you can see his face, but it's still hard to see them. You still can't see him, even running closer. Even right here, you can start to make out his outline, but you wouldn't see him at first glance. This isn't the better spot. If you could choose between two spots, I would choose the other one, as you can see here in a minute. This is what it looks like just standing still from a medium distance. Here it looks from the other spot. He's there, and you can't even see him because he's color of his jacket, or whatever to call it, is the same color as the background. Even when looking down your sights, it's kind of hard to see if they're switching weapons. And when they're not switching weapons, it kind of looks like this. Oh, yeah, like this. Yeah, it looks like that when they're not switching weapons. You can just see their face. It's not that bad. Now, the spot when you're trying to run past here, you can't really see them because they get blocked off by the car, but you can see this person right here, and they can't see you. And this is what it looks like when you die to the person. You just run out here and you just die. You don't know where that bullet's coming from whatsoever. Now our last spot is controlling that center area to Seatown, to the Seatown house. You lay prone here, and what you want to avoid is, you see how it says prone blocked? You want to avoid that at all costs, because watch here. I'm going to look down at my sights, and I want to track a guy to the right. You can just look down here, you can see the other spawn point, but I want to track a guy to the right, and I get prone blocked right about here. There should be my friend coming around the corner, Shafri. He's been helping me out a lot in these videos. And when he comes around the corner, and if he's saying prone block, I keep trying to turn, and I can't turn. So, and it fidgets. So what you want to do is, you do not want to lay prone all the way against these. You want to move up forward a little bit. Make sure that you are not like against those barrels, so you don't get prone blocked. And then you look down these sights, and then you can still have the same point of view, but you can move your triggers, your scope so much easier. Then this is what it looks like from their point of view. It probably has the most visibility out of all of the spots. But that's what it looks like when they kill you. You can't really notice where they are, but you probably do know that they're there. Now the special tip for the day is smoke grenades on sniper classes. Now some people use smoke grenades and think that they can see through the smoke grenade with Marksman Pro. But right here I'm going to show that if you can or can't. As you can see, I look down my sights and I can see his name right above it. I have Marksman Pro on, and I can see his name. He's just standing there, and his name is not disappearing when I move off of it. It's even when I'm going around it, I can still see it. And I throw smoke, it's still there, and then when the smoke gets all thick, it disappears, and you cannot see his name whatsoever. And then when the smoke is starting to clear, his name blinks in, and I can finally see him. Now, on to the next thing. Now, thermal is how you want to use the smoke grenade to your advantage. Now, watch, there's 3 ways to use smoke grenade. One, you can throw it in between you and your enemy, and you can look down your sights, and you can see him moving prone, you can see him crouch, and you can see his enemy very well. Now, the next way to use it is to surround yourself with the smoke, and this is a very good way if you're going to be in a camping spot. And now you have peripheral vision. You could go around here, you can spin, and you can look in all directions. You aren't having your smoke advantage just one direction between 2 people. And there's one last one where you throw your smoke grenade at the enemy, and that is probably one of the worst out of the 3, but it's still very good in some situations. You want to throw a smoke grenade at an enemy that is just camping there, and once they start shooting you, and then you can look down the sights, and you can, if they don't know where you are, you can shoot them through the smoke. Also, you can, there's a lot of people that rush through that spawn, so you'd be able to see them before they get through the smoke all the way, and right when they get out of the smoke, you already know where they are. You're tracking them. Now, if you've liked the second video of One Shot One Kill with the snipers, please leave a like, rating, and subscribe. If you did not like it, please leave a dislike so I actually know if you did not like it. Every feedback counts, and if you have a comment or suggestion to make this video better, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you, and I hope you all stay homicidal.